Alright, so welcome back to my Ayrton Senna driver career mode. Now, I have been away for a few days, I had a little bit of a breather, but now I am back indefinitely. The standings currently look like this. Again, I can't do basic maths to work out how much that is, what lead I have, and also there is the constructors. And honestly, it isn't looking too fantastic for the McLaren F1 team at the moment, because as you can see at the vehicle performance comparison, Aston and Red Bull lead the way. We are a little bit behind them and pretty much equal with Ferrari, with Mercedes right there. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be winning races very easily anymore. But let's get straight into qualifying for round 11 at the Autodromo Nazionale Monza. Go! Alright, so welcome to qualifying. Now what I can tell you is that currently P1 is Leclerc with a 17.85, I believe, and teammate Lando Norris has done an 18 dead. Now, because setups are a little bit buggy in this game, it's actually put me on 11 laps of fuel nearly enough. So, yeah, this first lap ain't going to be too quick because I'm 10 laps over fueled. So, good start. Right, into turn 1. Let's not be a wuss about it. Get right in there. That was a bit too late. Nearly absolutely bang on the exit. That was pretty good. Now, I will say I'm not trying to give myself excuses before we even start, but I have not played this game since my last upload 4 days ago, so I am going to be a little bit rusty. Sector 1 is a 26 dead. I'm going to... 25.7 is a lovely Sector 1 time, although I have got on the grass there. That's going to lose me a little bit, but we move. Now through the second Lesmo. What's really depressing is that I know more names on this track of like the corners than my own home Grand Prix track. So those are the two Lesmos. Now we go to the Ascari chicane. Let's just send it through there. I have lost a 10th to, you know, the slower cars ahead, so not great. And now we can make our way down the back straight into the Parabolica, the greatest corner name on the Formula 1 calendar. In we go, a little bit early on the brakes, but it's okay. Keep in mind, this was my first lap in nearly a week, and I'm 10 laps over fueled. We crossed the line, and we are going to put it in. To be fair, that's quite a good lap, really. I mean, under the, circumstances I just said, that's pretty good. You know, I'm only a 10th of Verstappen, which I can easily find. Lando's right there. That's a solid lap. I like it. Right, now, most drivers have completed their final runs. Actually, not the final runs, but I doubt they're going to improve on their final runs. And at the moment, it is still Leclerc on pole, but he only improved by 0.04 to a 17.81 is the #1 time. And here we go then. Let's do this thing. I'm going to use a bit more overtake down the main straight. I'm already 0.04 up. Now I need to brake a little bit earlier on this occasion. That's about nearly bang on, but not quite. Oh, turn that wheel nice and quick. Not a bad exit. Now, keep in mind, I am now properly fueled. I only have 1.5 laps in, which means I'm just going to be naturally faster anyway. And as you can see, I am already up by a 10.5. Not going on the grass as much this time. That's going to put me 0.3 up. Swinger into the Lesmos like no man's business. Oh, yeah, get in there. Lesmo #2 coming up. Oh, a little bit wide. Not awful, but a little bit wide. It's not going to be great. 52 dead. Leclerc goes faster with a 17.7. I'm 0.6 up on Lance Stroll in P7. Hang on a minute here. Through Ascari. 0.5 up. Look at me go. I am losing a bit of time though. I've run out of overtake. Into the Parabolica. Very nice. On the curb. On the exit. Oh, a little bit more time. 0.03. Overtake on. 5.5 temps found. What's it gonna be? Oh, come on then. That's nice. That's a great way to come back. After talking for 17 seconds at the start of this episode about how we no longer have the best car. We are struggling, you know, to be in the top 4. Bosh. Pole position. But, ooh, look at that. Leclerc and Russell with the exact same lap time, 17.657. Lando Norris, again, very bad. Half a second off me. Only a 10th off going up to P5, I believe. So that's a bit depressing. So yeah, once again, there's quite a lot of cars in between myself and Lando Norris. And also, look at that. Kevin Magnussen, P6. Teo Pourchaire, P7. If only you could drive that well in my F1 Manager series. Actually, to be fair, he's been doing very well in that. And, yeah, that's pretty good. Hamilton 16th. What a way to come back right into the Grand Prix, getting that downforce as low as possible, and then it's basically just defending from start to finish. And here we go! Formula 1 Pirelli Gran Premio d'Italia 2024. Actually, this is 2025 technically, because it's season 2. I'm looking forward to this, really. I mean, of all of the tracks I would like to have come back to from my little break, it probably would be Monza. It's such an easy track to drive on, and it's just lovely. Do you know what I mean? I really like it round here. Now, of course, Monza is one of the more favoritism, most favourite, I don't know, places to take an engine penalty, because overtaking isn't actually so bad because of the long straights. Obviously, I'm in P1, so anyone behind taking an engine penalty doesn't really affect me. But you never know. Right, strategy. Medium to hard. Actually doing half the race on each compound. They think the mediums are going to have, like, barely anywhere. I reckon you could probably get away with the softs if you do maybe this. But that is just way too small for a stint. So I think we will just go what the game is telling me to do. Get the fuel down to 20.1. And here we go. Italian Grand Prix. Right, let's have a good start for once, yeah? Let's do this thing. And we are off the line. Wheel spin is not too bad. I can't get the power down, though. I've had oversteer, and Leclerc is through. And Verstappen's alongside me. This is not what I want to see, really. Going into turn 1, I've actually managed to outbrake Verstappen. Get into turn 1, push Verstappen off. Okay, so I have lost the place to Charlie, but I have managed to stay ahead of Verstappen. And look at that. Magnussen up to P5 already. What a driver. If anyone could please tell me what I'm doing wrong with my starts, I'd love to know, because I've really struggled all year. Well, since this game came out. I say all year. This game's only been out like 5 months. Yeah, I've been really struggling with race starts, which is weird, because F1 23, 22, and 21, I had some of the best starts in the business. I used to go, like, do a Fernando Alonso Spain 2012. You know, was it 2012? I think it was. You know, when he went from, like, P8 to P1 or P2 off the start. I used to be like that every round. Now, I'm just always losing places. I'm doing a Lando Norris in real life. But anyway, round the Parabolica, my straight line speed is very competitive. And there is a slight chance I can get Charlie into turn 1 here. I'm in a slipstream. The hot lap is on. I don't want to use too much overtaking. I am definitely catching. I'm not catching enough, but I can go for the move round the outside. Come on, then. We braked at about the same distance. Into turn 1, into turn 2. Come on, then. And I'm through. Into P1. Let's go. Straight line speed is super, super strong. Alright, DRS is now enabled. Leclerc's right up my arse, and it's not looking too great for me. Verstappen's right there as well. In fact, Leclerc's going to go to the inside. Verstappen's trying it as well. Oh, this is outrageous. I've got off the track now. Oh my goodness, it's all falling to pieces. Right, honestly, I don't even care about Charlie at this stage. My number 1 priority is keeping that twat behind me. And as I say that, he's going for it round the outside. I wasn't ready for that, I won't lie. I didn't think he'd be able to do that. Round the Parabolica, he's going to sort of drive into me on the outside curb. Of course, we're now both going to have DRS. The good news is, though, my straight line speed is definitely superior. Here we go. Kevin Magnussen, fastest lap. That's just how good of a driver he is. And look at that straight line speed. That is the absolute business. And then into turn 1, I stay in P2. But Leclerc isn't that quick, to be honest. I might just stay behind him and use the DRS to stay ahead of Verstappen and then get him later on. Do you know what I mean? Alright, here we go again. Going down the main straight into turn 1. Let's see what I can do. Fastest lap for Ayrton Senna. And, oh, yes. That straight line speed is so good. I'm doing the exact same thing again. Round the outside of Charlie into turn 1. Gorgeous move. Look at that. That's what you want to see from, well, I was going to say Ayrton Senna, but me. Right, now, I feel like the same thing's going to happen where he gets me down either DRS. I can't really pull away, so who knows? Right, and here we go again. This time, I'm going to take the inside line. No, I'm not, apparently. That isn't going to happen. But I am going to go wheel to wheel with Leclerc, send it around the outside, and I actually managed to defend the position for a change. Look at me go. Alright, now down the main straight. What kind of defensive prowess do I have down here, then? I'm going to go as far to the right as possible. slowly go back left, so I'm actually, online, and then get it in there. Okay, that went surprisingly well, to be honest. And look at that! George Russell getting past Max Verstappen. That's what you want to see. That's quite big for the championship. Whoa, why is Leclerc so fast? Relax, mate. Like, chill. He's going for this. Nah, yeah, behave yourself, twat. Look at that comeback from Lando Norris. We're on lap number 6, and he's got himself up to P5. That is very impressive by Lando so far. Well done, lad. One thing that I've realised about this game that is really quite frustrating is that Lando Norris is... Oh, actually, I was about to say, I'll get to that later. Lando Norris now up to 4th. Okay, Lando, he's on one today. Of course, winning in the last episode at Zandvoort. And now he's fighting Norris. Go on, Lando! Go on, son! I mean, he ain't gonna have DRS now, so he might be in the bin. As Leclerc's going for a move on me, I'm using as much overtake as I really can. I've still got 40% left. Into turn 1, we have braked literally the exact same marker. Into turn 1, into turn 2. Trying to get the absolute best exit I can. Little bit of oversteer. It's not quite hanging. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm still hanging in there. Oh, we're banging wheels and everything. I've got a bit of a speed boost. Braking into turn 3. Oh, yes. That was a good little fight. And it's just completely interrupted what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say is Lando is guaranteed to have a bit of a stinker every single race because he is always on a stinky strategy because I'm on the good one. And it's really quite frustrating. And as I say that, Lando is now out of the top 5. He's just the most inconsistent bloke of all time. I can't even lie. Like, what I mean is that I'll be pitting on lap number 9 when everyone else stops, and then he'll be stopping on lap 10, and everyone will undercut him. So, it's a bit annoying, really. I wish you could, like, command your teammate to stop. And apparently I've failed that objective. I didn't even know what it was, to be honest. Right, now, Leclerc hasn't got his DRS open. I mean, no, he does. It's just... it's not really working, because he's somehow not catching me. Maybe he's run out of ERS like I have. Whoa! Big stoppage of oversteer. That's not what we want to see. Lando is now back up to 5th. There is a very exciting battle going on back there. From P3 all the way down to about P7. And there's also quite an exciting fight for the lead. This is a cracking race so far. I can feel my tyres starting to die a little bit. Look at that wear! 35% on the front left, but only 10 on the front right. Leclerc's going for it down the inside. I'm going to fight it round the outside. Kept that on the track, kept it nice and clean. Cracking bit of defending that. Only thing is, who's that? Stroll, Verstappen, Norris, the whole lot have managed to catch up to us now. Pooh. Right, it is now time to pit. Who's coming in with me? Okay, Charlie's coming in. Stroll stays out. Verstappen's in. Obviously, Norris stays out. Okay, so... yeah, right. Good pit stop is required, of course. Let's have a good one. Come on, the boys. Do it. That was pretty good. Well done. I thought I was about to lose the place to Charlie, who actually has dropped down behind Verstappen. And now Verstappen is in a virtual second. Very interesting. Right, this is now officially outlap critical. I think, as Mercedes and Peter Bonington would say, it's hammer time. But of course, I'm not Hamilton, so let's call it it's ham time because I'm fat and like eating, and that's the name of a food. And Lance Stroll is out of the session. That is very interesting because, you know, he was like right behind me a lap ago. And now he's there. Obviously, he's had engine failure. Where is he? Where? Oh, there he is. Oh, bet Daddy's money can't fix that. Okay, anyway, let's see where I come out with the other cars. Of course, there was Hulkenberg. Or was it Magnussen? I don't remember which Haas it was, but at the end of that, it was Magnussen. So Magnussen is now up to P5. Verstappen's gone from 3rd to 2nd. Alonso is now 4th. Stroll's out of the race. And Lando, I believe, might actually be out of the points. And I believe there's a spin at turn 1. Maybe. In the bottom left of your screen, there was a massive, like, pile up at turn 1. But no yellow flag, so I guess it's okay. Now, Verstappen is looking dangerous and he is looking very threatening. I mean, of course he is. It's Max Verstappen. So, I am bricking it slightly, as you can see. Yeah, this is gonna get quite tricky. Leclerc takes the fastest lap. Here comes Verstappen. Where did that speed boost come from? He was, what? He was like, you know, half a second behind me, and then all of a sudden he's past me. Okay, cool. So I now lose the place to Verstappen. That's not really what you want to see, to be honest. My title rival is now ahead. Okay. Alright, here now comes Charlie. I've got the DRS, but I've got no overtake left. And he is at the moment ahead of me, but here's Verstappen as well. He's defending. Oh, get into turn one. Almost outbrake myself completely. Now, the outside line is worse through here, but I have managed to stay ahead of Leclerc. Although, there is a chance for him going to turn 3. Verstappen is now over a second ahead, and I need to try and overtake him before lap 17. That is doable, I guess, but I need him to mess up a little bit and Leclerc to get off me. Do you know, get off. Leave me alone. Speaking of which, here comes Charlie. Now, what I meant by get off me wasn't get past me. It was get away, you know, go backwards. But no, I am now down to P3. And it isn't looking too fantastic for Fat Krim, to be honest. Right, I've officially dropped out of a second from Leclerc, who is looking very good to go and win this race. He is within a second of Verstappen. He's only 4 attempts behind. I think he's going to go for it here. Down the inside into the Ascari chicane. No, Verstappen holds on, keeps his nerve, keeps ahead, and that actually allows me to slip back in and get DRS again. But I ain't going to lie, I am really slow. Like, really slow. And it ain't even like, I'm not even here complaining about oversteer, understeer, what I usually do. I just am slow, do you know what I mean? But we now have 3 laps remaining. Is Leclerc going to go for it into turn 1? He's looking for it, not going to happen. And will one of these top 2 make a bit of an error? Verstappen has done it before in this series. He'd done it in Zandvoort, the last race, obviously. Going to turn 1, he locked up, ended up dropping a few places, although I did something similar, so I can't really talk. But he is prone to making a mistake or two. Alright, penultimate lap of this race, and I think Leclerc is about to soar into the lead for absolutely free. He's already alongside Verstappen, and he still hasn't... There you go. Now he's into the lead, but can he actually keep it? They're going wheel to wheel into turn 1, now into turn 2. This allows me to get right back in, and no! Verstappen hangs on again! This geezer can't be stopped. Maybe it could be stopped now, because Leclerc's going to the inside, and I can't do anything! What do you want me to do? And now Leclerc takes the lead, and I am right back into this. Albeit, you know, I'm obviously the slowest one here. I am present, you know. I mean, you don't get an award for participating or finishing 3rd, apart from a little trophy. No one remembers who finishes 3rd. You want to finish 1st in this. I don't know if it's going to happen, to be honest. Unless these two crash into each other, which the AI don't really do, it ain't happening. And here we go then, the final lap of the race. It'd be in my best interest if Leclerc can actually hold on and stay in the lead. Verstappen has that DRS on, does he? Yes, he does. He's going to the outside. He takes the lead and he keeps the lead. His straight line speed is just superior. Now, my next best interest will be trying to get Leclerc and taking 2nd, but I don't even know if that can happen. Let's see. Into turn 3, not going to happen, unfortunately. Now, remember, of course, we still have that 1 DRS zone left, and I have got a lot of overtake left. Right, here we go then. He's a little bit far away, but I don't think he has DRS on, and I am not catching. I'm actually losing time to Leclerc, who must have actually got DRS there, so that is probably my chances done, to be honest. Unless Leclerc sends up the inside to the Parabolica and, you know, they crash out. It looks like I am set for a P3 finish, which I am very disappointed by. I feel like, you know, my driving awards at least a 2nd, probably the win. And I was just far too slow on these hard tyres. And there you have it, there's the checker. It's P3 for Senna, aka Fat Krim. Yeah, not fantastic, not brilliant, especially your title rival winning as well. It's not really what you want to see, to be honest. But at least my, you know, 100% podium record continues if you take out Zandvoort. And here is your final order. I'm going to be upset about that come season's end. I definitely just didn't deserve P3. I definitely deserve higher than that, but Sometimes that's just how it goes. Like, every time, I did a Lando Norris at Imola this season. You know, like, he got close to Verstappen, but then went on the gravel in, like, you know, some of the corners, and that lost him time. That's what I was doing. I was getting close to Leclerc, close to the strap-on, getting within, like, 2-3 tenths, but say, like, the second Lesmo, or the Parabolica, or even turn 3, I'd get really bad exits, or go outside the track a little bit, and then, you know, lose any sort of momentum to go and overtake. But I mean, look at these fastest laps as well. My fastest lap was actually 6 tenths, well, actually no, half a second off of Leclerc, which is a bit nuts. Lando Norris, who was running up to P4 at one point, actually no, P3, actually drops down to P9, 1 place lower than where he started, so he only picks up 2 points. I pick up 15, so we score 17 in total. Sergio Perez finishes outside of the points, which means Red Bull pick up 25, so in the standings, Verstappen cuts that lead down by 10. So now, I only have a 32-point lead, which is still good. There is still, I believe, 5 races left, so anything can happen still. And then in the Constructors, we now only lead by 36, so it is definitely still on for both teams in both championships. Actually, where's Lando now in the drivers? Did he drop down again? He's in P6, and I think he actually, no. If he got 1 place higher, he would have gone up to P5 today, but whatever. That's going to be all from me today. Thank you very much for watching on the Fat Crim comeback. I say indefinitely, like I did at the start, because I don't know if I'm fully back. I might not upload tomorrow or the next day. Might be back after. That, you know, 2 weeks straight of uploading twice a day was becoming a bit tiring. But anyway, like I said, thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video. It helps out more than you could ever imagine. And I will see you lot next time. Goodbye.